Well, I'm settled in here at the state park. It's a nice site. I think I'm going to like it. I'll show you. I've got the one in the kind of the far corner. So I've got trees around me and on both sides. And you can see it's sparsely populated, which I always like. So I've got some good shade. This will be nice compared to where I was at before, because it is hot out here, man. They're supposed to have some really nice trails here. Unfortunately, they are not. Bikes aren't allowed though. There's one trail that bikes are allowed, but it's a paved trail, so it probably won't be that exciting of riding. But anyway, looking forward to the trails. One of the trails has a fall. This park is called Natural Falls State Park, and it has a pretty nice fall in it that apparently was in the movie Where the Red Fern Grows. Excellent movie and book. So anyway, I'm sweating like a pig just getting set up, but I'm all set up now. So I'm going to cool off a little bit and maybe go out and ride my bike around, kind of get a lay of the land, how things are laid out, and then make a plan from there. I was not able to do any of the things I wanted to do today. I got to the battlefield and it was closed, and it didn't look like there was really much of a memorial or anything for it. There was a building there, and I guess it was some kind of a museum or something, but I couldn't get in, obviously. And then the fort was also closed on Monday. And then I found out that the battleship, or not the battleship, the submarine, what do they call it, the Batfish, apparently is not doing tours right now. So anyway, I didn't get to do the things I was hoping to do today. So I just kind of took my time. I stopped at Walmart, picked up a couple things, and here I am. So I'll check in with you if anything's worth noting. I did my tour, a bicycle tour, and this is a really nice park. Definitely the nicest one I've been in here in Oklahoma. It's a pretty park, lots of trees, and the trails seem very well identified, and they have a little spot I'll show you tomorrow that's kind of a, well, I'm not really sure what it is, to be honest with you, but it's nicely fixed up and all. But anyway, I think they've got like 3 or 4 trails here, and I'm going to try to do them all. And I was just going to wait till tomorrow, but man, it was so hot today, and so I think I'm going to go do this one. There's one right behind my trailer here that I can access, and it's a difficult trail apparently. It's about a mile, 1.2 I think is what it said. And so I think I'm going to knock that one out this evening before it gets dark. So it's almost 6 o'clock. So I have at least a couple hours before dark starts to set in. So I should be able to make it without too much trouble. So I'm going to head right over here, and you can see where the little trail goes back. I scouted this out a little while ago, so I know this is going to hit the main trail. Just right up here. Let me just show you that. And so you can see right here, looks like the main trail, so it's going to head up that way and back down this way, and I'm going to head to the left, and it should kind of loop around, and I should end up back where I am. Famous last words, of course. So I'm going to start walking, and again, if I see anything worth sharing, I will do so. So I'm pretty high up. I don't know if the camera does justice or not, but pretty steep down into a ravine there. And it's a pretty rugged trail. Definitely not bike capable. But they do rate this as the most difficult trail they have, so I'll get to it. So they also said this trail has some pretty good elevation changes. And you can see this one is going down pretty steeply. So I got to the bottom of that decline, and I'm hearing water, and I know they've got falls around here, so maybe I'm approaching one here. Maybe you can hear it there from the microphone. I can't quite see it. I do see some water through the trees, but the fall must be back a little further to the left. But you can see this trail has some switchbacks on it, and it's pretty steep. So I'm gonna probably need both hands here so I don't fall. There's a little fall right up there. Looks to be quite lovely. Just the sound of it is awesome. Wow, what a pretty sight. It's amazing how cool it is down here too. You can feel that breeze coming off the water. If you can see the water heading on down. Quite lovely. Good time of day to do it too, with the sun starting to cast shadows. So there's a trail back up that way, so I'm going to follow it a bit. Well, as I seem to be pretty good at, I hit a dead end. The trail ended right here. But I get another nice look at that fall, and you can see up the top there, looks like a nice area too. So let me see if I can find my way out of here. Well, I wimped out, decided not to try to cross the creek. The map doesn't show that it does. There's another trail on that side. So hopefully I'm on the trail I started out on. I've looked to see if there are some other places I might could cross, but I have a feeling tomorrow on one of the other trails we'll see that spot at that fall. So let me follow this and see how and where it takes me. Well, now I have to regain the elevation that I lost earlier. Pretty steep climb. So I'm back at the top, and again, I don't know if the camera does it justice, but you can see, I mean, it looks like that thing goes down at least a few hundred feet. Quite a drop. So this is pretty awesome down here. I gotta watch where I'm stepping though. So take a look at like these caves. And going up the cliff, it's all kinds of like little mini caves. Pretty awesome. Well, this looks interesting. I don't know if the trail ends there. I'm dodging because there's a spider web right in front of me and I don't want to get more of them. I'm just going to go low here and see if I can avoid it. No, I didn't. So let's see. See where this trail picks up. Man, I don't see if that's it right there. Let's see. I don't think that's it. It'd be nice if they had a indication. Alright, I'm going to need both hands to get up this cliff. Again, hard to tell where the trail goes. I'm messing. That's it right up there. Let's see. Best way to get up there. trying to leave it on so you all get a feel for this climb. It's pretty steep and rugged. Yeah. I'll be damned. There's my trailer. Remember I told you I'd end up at my trailer. There it is. Well, that worked out pretty good. You can see what a pretty evening it is. There's not an ounce of breeze though. Sure would be nice if there were. All right, guys, well, that was a climb. I'm glad I did that though. That'll help me sleep tonight. And then tomorrow I can focus on those other trails. All right, later on. It's a beautiful morning, about 7:30. And I'm going to start with this bear trail right up here. And it apparently feeds into another trail. And I think we'll see some good scenery today. So I'm glad I'm getting an early start. I figure I have about 3 hours before the heat starts to get unbearable. Yesterday was really a hot day, and they expect today to be even more so. So as usual, I'll include you in things I think are worth including you in. See, this trail looks pretty similar to the one yesterday. Starting to decline already. This one shouldn't be as aggressive with the elevation changes though. So I'll check in with you. I said it wouldn't be as aggressive with elevation changes, but this is a pretty aggressive downhill trail here. You can see it goes all the way down there. So here's where the trail intersects with another one. So this part of it anyway is paved. Didn't expect that, but we'll see where this takes. Well, this is taking me to a nice fall. If you can see it over there and hear it. I think this is the one that they're probably most known for. I'm sure we'll get up on that bridge before too long. And that viewing point there as well. Beautiful here. So here's that overlook. I'm breathing heavy because I had to climb up here. So I'll follow this trail around and we'll walk across that bridge there. So the bridge runs off that way, but I'm going to walk over here. And this is that area I believe I mentioned to you yesterday. It was really attractively done. Wasn't sure exactly what it was. It's just the entrance here to this trail. You can see how nice it is here. Really a very attractive park. It's a nice grand entrance. Then you can kind of see the little walkway. Little gardens and whatnot, really pretty. Maybe I'll get a view from the other side. You can see how well maintained this park is. Looks like a golf course almost. Sorry about that sun. Alright, let's go check out that bridge. So I'm approaching the bridge. Pretty substantial structure. Well, not as good a view as I thought there might be from up here. Plus the bridge is so high, it's hard to get over it. You kind of got to get through the rails here. Get one more shot from over here, maybe. Yeah, that bridge was a little disappointing as far as the view goes. I'm off the bridge, just a little spur off the trail. Better view from here than there was on the bridge. This is the Ghost Coon Trail, and if I remember correct from my studying earlier, this is the longest trail. I think it's a little over 2 miles, if I remember right. Amazing how quickly it heats up when that sun's out. Not even 8 o'clock and I'm already sweating rather profusely. So let's see. I guess we'll take this trail here. Got me out of the sun anyway, that's good. Well, I just came out of the Coon Trail to this open field here. I had several starts and stops. The trail came out to another open field, I guess back over there where those folks are walking back there. And they've got like a disc golf course set up. Looks like a pretty challenging disc course. Anyway, had to kind of walk around that a pretty good ways before I found the trail again, back on this way. And so now it looks like I'll head back the way I came. Well, there's a little gravel trail here. I think I'm gonna follow that. I think I'm on the far edge of the park, kind of like where that entrance was that I showed you that was nicely done. I think if I follow this around, it should curve to the left, and I think I'll end up somewhere over there. We'll find out. So that was the nice entrance I showed you earlier. So this is the edge of the park here, and here's where that Ghost Coon Trail starts up again. I guess maybe I'm trying to decide, because I know one of these trails should take me down to that dam that we saw yesterday. I called it a waterfall. It's a dam, actually. And remember, it had that nice little green area and a bench and all that. So that's kind of what I'm going to try to find here. I don't think this Ghost Coon Trail is going to take me. I think this is going to take me up. Well, let's just do it. I'll see what happens. I don't know if you can see the spider web hanging there. I can see the sun kind of hitting it from the back. I just want to show you that's what I keep running through, because I don't see him. This time I do, but anyway, it gets all over my skin and sticks to me. Anyway, I can carry a stick with me. If I see him, I'll knock him down. Just made a little loop here. If you remember when I walked out earlier and I said I see the gravel path, I'm going to take it. That's it. So I'm just walking around in circles, but I'm seeing different stuff. So I'm going to head back this way, and I'm going to see if I can find that other trail that sends me down to that dam area. So I made my way back around to that nice entry point. I'm going to sit on the bench here, look at a map, see if I can figure out how to get to that dam from this side. So let me show you the map here. Tell you what I'm trying to figure out. So this is the trail that I went on last night, and that dam is right here. And this is that Coon Trail, kind of wraps around here like that. And it looked like there was a little spur off of that would take me down to the dam, but I sure didn't see it. So right now I'm up here, so I'm going to see if I can stay to the right here, get back to that Bear Paw Trail, which is the first one I did today, and see if I can find where this one comes down this way. So I'm going to give it a try. I'm running out of battery on this thing too, so I don't know how much more I'll be able to record. I'm definitely on a new trail I haven't been on, so hopefully this will take me down to where I want to go. It's pretty steep and rocky. Well, it brought me to a really nice spot here, but I'm not sure. Well, it looks like there's a trail that goes off there, so maybe that's it. I think I'm going to get down on my knees and get some water splashed on my face. I think I'm in the right spot. Pretty Spartan bridge there going over the creek. And you can see that green area over there. And I bet you that dam is just back beyond that. Incredibly peaceful and serene. It's quiet. Very nice. That's the dam right up in front of me. So I was just on the other side of that. Let's walk up here and take a look. This is the area that I contemplated crossing yesterday. Well, I'm back to where I started this morning. The Bear Trail. I think I covered all the trails. Just climbed up from that dam area. So my trailer's back in there. I think I'll head back there and cool off, catch my breath. Well, I'm sitting down enjoying Gatorade. It's 9:40ish, so it took me about 2 hours. I did a lot of walking in 2 hours. I felt like I covered a lot. Really impressed with the trails. Challenging, rugged, but pretty well marked. You could follow them along. A few little areas I got turned around on, but I managed to find my way out each time. Scenery was gorgeous. The falls and the dam. So I'd rate this park very, very highly. I'm going to take it easy now and maybe go take another shower as I'm soaked through with sweat again. I did go and take a shower. Feel much better. I'm going to edit all this and put it together and see if I can get my Starlink in a better location so I can upload it to YouTube, and then I'm going to watch where the red fern grows this afternoon. So again, I appreciate y'all watching.